everybody, it's Heather with Senior Service Industry Nights of Florida. Hey, we're coming up on the last one for the season for Sarasota. Senior Service Industry Night. That's going to be on Wednesday, October 16th, 4:30 to 6:30 at the Daiquiri Deck on Stickney Point Road. We're going to have a really great time, Halloween themed. And in this segment, I wanted to introduce you to one of the sponsors of that night, and that is the team from Tarpon Point Skilled Nursing Facility. So I'm sitting with Rosie Casto, and she is their marketing director, and Javier Orta,
yes,
and he is their director of nursing. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So, I'm going to start off with you, Rosie. I know that you have a lot of exciting news to share about some changes that have happened here. And by the way, I want to also give a nod to you as for having such longevity with the company. It's kind of hard to see sometimes in this industry. You've been with the company how long now?
9.5 years.
Okay, so you've definitely seen a lot of changes here at Tarpon Point,
Yes.
haven't you? Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here?
I've been here 9.5 years, but the changes that we've had and the team that we have in place right now, it couldn't get any better than what we have. So I think that's why we have been as successful as we have been in the last year or so. And of course now we're a 4-star and moving on up.
That's congratulations. That's really a major coup that you've been able to get to a 4-star rating. And I'm sure that you've played a big role in that, Javier. Why don't you tell us a little bit? You've been here how long?
About 3 years and 3 months.
3 years. Okay, so tell me from a nursing or clinical perspective, some of the changes here at Tarpon Point that are exciting.
So just more direct one-to-one with the families and the residents from the very beginning, trying to get a hold of who they were, who their loved ones are, and sometimes we say we treat the resident family first. It all comes as a package, and sometimes you have to hear out that family member, and it all trickles down into the very specialty care that you give that resident. So that's very important, and that's something that we've applied since day one, since I've been in Tarpon Point, and I think it's become a homier, closer environment with our residents and their loved ones.
Okay, and you're speaking of specialty care, so you were talking off camera about a few things that kind of set you guys apart in the way of your clinical care.
Oh yeah, a lot of changes this year with the new PDPM laws, changing things in the community, and how reimbursement is trying to challenge us.
It's hard to navigate, isn't it?
Yeah, but and so. A lot of training coming to Tarpon Point. We've already hired on respiratory therapists that before was probably a contracted item that we would service, that we would serve the community. But now we have our own respiratory therapy on board, and lots of in-servicing from respiratory therapy companies to try to promote, tracheostomy care in the building. We want to increase our acuity level and have those nurses that are efficient in that practice. So we want to ensure that the nurses know what they're doing, the residents get their great care, and the family members are happy with why they chose Tarpon Point.
That's fantastic. And I think you were also speaking to another thing that I think we all see a lot in this area, and that is Alzheimer's. We're definitely seeing more cognitive loss in patients, and you guys are speaking to that need as well here, aren't you?
Absolutely. It's growing and growing, as we know, and the residents here, a lot of the residents on the East Wing, which is our secured unit, they really require very specialty one-on-one individualized care, and that's something that we have been teaching our staff over and over, and every day we speak to that with our staff, and so it's extremely important and something that we kind of we're really polishing that skill for the community, as we can see that it's going to be a greater need.
It's
in
a
the
greater
future.
need, yeah. It's a smart direction to go with for sure. Well, and I think too, you were telling me, Rosie, that you felt like a big part of your success here was, your diligence to going out and creating those relationships
Yes.
in the community.
Definitely our relationships has made it, because if for whatever reason someone can't accept the patient, they always like to call us because they know we have different needs here that we're able to accept. So
Right. And getting the word out is important, to be able to do that by building those relationships and
Yes.
attending events like Industry Night. And that's the reason that I was bringing this up, guys, because this kind of gives you a glimpse into the Tarpon Point team, but you can come and meet these rock stars in person when we do our event on Wednesday, October the 16th, 4:30 to 6:30. You guys have been gracious sponsors of that. We really appreciate it. And you'll have a lot to learn about Tarpon Point from them. If you haven't toured, please come out and contact Rosie and take a tour. Come up and talk to them at Industry Night. There'll be a great referral source for you in the community. So I think that's it, guys.
Thank
You
you
guys
so
have been
much.
Thank you,
fantastic.
appreciate it.
We really look forward to seeing you in a little over a week, and thanks for stopping by and joining us. Bye.
Great, thank you.